When the heat index spikes above 90 degrees Fahrenheit, the human body begins to reach its physical limit. At this temperature, fatigue and irritability set in, as the heart and lungs work harder just to keep the internal systems from failing. While we have the luxury of retreating into air-conditioned buildings to escape the sun, wild animals must navigate these extreme conditions without any modern technology. Over millions of years, nature has developed biological strategies to counter extreme heat that are shared across species. Humans and animals rely on the exact same 3 physical rules to lower their body temperature. By mimicking these wild behaviors, we can maintain our health even in the peak of summer. Regulating heat is more than a matter of comfort. It is a basic survival necessity, connecting us to every living creature on the planet. The first rule of heat survival is the strategic use of water to manipulate body temperature. This strategy is visible in the way zookeepers treat large mammals. Here, a young elephant receives large bursts of water to cool its skin, simulating the mud baths and river sprays sought in the wild. This relies on evaporative cooling. Water changing to vapor extracts heat directly from the skin, leaving the surface cooler. Panning out to a human silhouette, our sweat glands do the exact same thing. Whether sweating naturally or using a misting bottle, the physics remain identical. We can also cool the inside of our bodies by eating fruit-based popsicles. This is a common tactic in zoos, as seen here with a giant panda eating a frozen block of fruit to lower its core temperature. From a bird fluttering its throat to an elephant in a mud pit, water serves as the universal physical tool for stripping heat away from the body. The second rule is finding shade to block direct solar radiation. Cold-blooded animals like this snake must actively seek cover to prevent lethal body temperatures, as they cannot regulate internal heat like mammals do. The data shows why this is important. Dark surfaces like asphalt can be up to 90 degrees hotter than the surrounding air. Simply moving into the shade can lower the immediate temperature around a person by as much as 15 degrees. Humans mimic this natural barrier by wearing loose, light-colored clothing, using wide-brimmed hats, or closing window blinds for indoor cool zones. Shade provides a measurable physical shield against heat that everything from snakes to families in their homes relies upon for safety. The third rule is behavioral adaptation, changing the timing of your activity to avoid the sun entirely. This time-lapse shows a frog performing estivation. During this summer sleep, amphibians slow their metabolism and bury themselves in damp mud to survive intense heat. Other species completely shift their sleep schedules to become nocturnal, avoiding the peak daylight hours when the sun is at its strongest. We can apply this by moving active play and outdoor work to the early morning before 10 a.m. or the late evening after 5 p.m., avoiding the sun's most intense rays. Often, the most effective way to stay cool involves no equipment at all, relying instead on simply removing yourself from the environment during the hottest part of the day. Simple habits like using a wet towel or a wrestle indoor tree apply millions of years of evolutionary science to a hot afternoon. To keep these biological systems functioning, humans need to drink 4 to 8 ounces of water every hour. This hydration is necessary to maintain the body's ability to sweat and regulate its own temperature. Checking the heat index is also vital, as it measures how humidity impacts the body's ability to use evaporative cooling. When it's too humid, sweat cannot evaporate, making it much harder to stay cool. Understanding these shared biological rules connects us to the natural world and highlights the importance of protecting wildlife as global climates continue to change. This historical image of children gathering around a fire hydrant for relief is a human version of animals gathering at a watering hole, a shared instinctive response to the environment. By using nature's tools of water, shade, and timing, we can enjoy the summer safely and keep our bodies running smoothly.